Well, Bola, hello.
Hello?
Bola, thank you for patiently waiting, Bola. Well, I have a good news to you.
Okay.
I have a good news to you. Um, you want 350, right? 350 meg.
Well, I don't need 350. Theirs is 300.
Only but 350 and the M200, they have the same price, Bola, or
Okay.
26 pounds and 75 pence. So, are you in on it?
Okay, so what you're saying is that you can offer me the M
Yes,
350,
350. Yes,
350,
for only 26 pounds and 75 pence.
and that will also include the free mobile, Virgin Mobile.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
I accept.
Okay. So, Bola, all right, Bola, stay on the line while I am processing now your request. Okay, Bola?
Uh,
But,
yes?
your surveys are subjected to a new contract.
Yeah, sorry, could you say that again, please?
Okay. So, since your Virgin Media was your contract, right? You've told me earlier
Yes.
that you recon your Virgin Media. And with regards to Virgin Media, that Virgin Media previous package has the SIM card under that media package.
Yes.
Okay? That's why it's called OOMF. And this OOMF SIM card was a free SIM card of that media package.
Okay.
But since you've changed your media package into something else, which is I'm not aware of also, because I'm already seeing your mobile, there is actually an automatic cancellation about your package for your mobile, since you did not include it into the recontracting of your media package.
That is not true.
So
I have the voice recording. Would you like me to send you the voice recording of the discussion?
okay. So with regards to that one, Mr. Gola, can I have your media account number to double check your account details?
When you say my media account,
Number.
is it for my broadband?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Because this is one of the reasons why unfortunately, I don't trust Virgin. This has happened before, where I've been offered something, and then something else has happened. That's why most times with Virgin, I record the conversations.
Okay.
It's very sad that this has become what I have to do with Virgin. Every conversation I end up having to record. Just one second, let me find one of my Virgin bills.
Mm-hmm.
So, Virgin Media has made me an offer, okay, so that I won't go to another vendor. Now, the same Virgin Media, what you're saying is you're not planning to honor that offer which was made and which was agreed to.
As much as you wanted to honor that offer, Mr. Gola, it's not showing in the system. There's no package that is available with free SIM card.
Okay, so why?
Because it's not available, Mr. Gola.
So why did Virgin make me that offer and have me agree to that offer?
Mr. Gola, you should supposedly read your contract details before signing it out.
No, you don't. No, sorry. Are you saying now that it is my fault that Virgin Media made me an offer? Is there some? I want to make an official complaint, and I want to submit the recording of the conversation between Virgin Media staff and myself. Because what you are now saying, what you have just said now, is that it is my fault. I agreed to what was offered to me on the phone. And you just said to me that I should have read the contract first. That is what you have just said.
Yes.
And so I would like to raise a complaint. And I would like to submit both the recording of the conversation with the Virgin Media staff who read me the terms and conditions and read me the offer which I agreed to.
All right. So
as
can you
well
confirm
as
me
this
your required
conversation.
for this one?
Pardon?
Can you confirm me what's your required resolution for the complaint?
What is my
required resolution?
My required resolution is that the offer made and that was agreed to be kept. And I have explained to you already what that resolution is. It is what was agreed to. What was agreed to, the offer that was made, was that my broadband will be placed on 350 megabits per second. And also, I would still have the current Virgin Media mobile SIM that I have, and that service, both together for 18 months, okay, at the price which was agreed. Because that is what Virgin Media offered me when I was considering leaving to another vendor. And that was what was agreed, and that is what Virgin Media read to me as the contract details over the phone. And as evidence of that, I am willing to submit the recording of that conversation.
Okay, I understand.
I think it is very dishonest of Virgin to do such. And this is the second time that this has happened with Virgin. Hello?
Hiyo, you come through to Mark. Can I take your full name, please?
Hello, Mark. My name is Gola Adeomi.
Thank you. Are you the account holder?
I am.
Sorry. How could I help?
I was transferred to you by another member of your staff. He was supposed to explain the full details.
No, it's come straight through to myself.
Oh, not again. Why? This is why I record everything with Virgin. Everything.
What can I do for you, sir?
Sorry, on the 10th, my package was supposed to have been upgraded. I had called in at the time. I was considering leaving Virgin to take an offer elsewhere.
Yep.
For 300 megabits per second. 300 megabits and at a lower price with a different vendor. When I called in, Virgin then made me an offer to try to match that as best possible, and then they offered to put me on 350, and also as part of that to also still provide the free mobile SIM service, which was on my current package. That was the offer that was made, and it was supposed to, I think it was at 36. I can't remember the exact price, but basically it was not going to exceed what I was currently paying. I think it was £26 something.
Okay.
So that is what was agreed, That is what the gentleman told me. I asked him repeatedly because I wanted to make sure that there was, clarity on it. I intentionally recorded the entire conversation, and then my broadband was upgraded. I noticed that, and I just assumed that everything, was, everything else was as agreed. Then this afternoon, I received email that the mobile, um, the free mobile was going to be disconnected, and I was surprised because the offer that was made and that was agreed was that as a package, both the broadband and the phone, the details would be changed and updated as at that day for the next 18 months, which is what we agreed to. And then, so I was surprised when I saw this email today. So I called in, I spoke with another one of your staff for the last basically 38 minutes before he then transferred it to you. Because he was saying that for some reason the mobile was not included as part of what was agreed. And then he asked me what I would prefer as a resolution, and I would simply said, okay, as a resolution, I would prefer that, and assume that what was offered is what, and what was agreed is what would be provided. And I suggested to him that I'm very happy to send the full recording of the conversation that I had with the Virgin Media staff. Then he said what he can do is to make me a separate offer on a SIM, and that I should pay extra for that, and I don't understand. And I said, I think that is inappropriate, that is wrong, that is not what was agreed, and that I would prefer that what was agreed is what is stuck to. So he said, summaries that he said that he would transfer me to another team, to retentions.
Okay, let's have a look.
I had also mentioned to him that I would like to be able to, if there's an email that I can upload the conversation, the earlier conversation to, I'm very happy to do that, for the sake of transparency.
Not a problem, sir. We'll see what we can do to sort this for you. Now, I see the package price, first off, as 27 per month.
Yeah, I think it comes to about that.
Your package would only cost £22.75 with us, and your SIM then would only cost £10 with O2.
Just give it up. Okay, question I have is, if I hadn't agreed to the new package, how much more time would I have had on the old contract? Because I believe it still wasn't due for quite a while. The reason why I called him is because I know that there's supposed to be a scheduled increase in the Virgin Media feed. I think I'd received a separate letter saying that the Virgin Media price was going to go up.
So you took a contract sometime last year, didn't you?
Yes. And I believe the additional fees on the Virgin was actually going to move it up, even more than the 28.
Well, we can't revert that now because they've already started the cancellation on the SIM.
Oh, why did this person? I don't understand. I don't understand why the Virgin Media staff, actually did this. If he knew that the offer couldn't have been matched and he didn't, he could have just said, okay, I can't match it or can't give you that and also keep the mobile phone. And I could have decided, but I just either, stay on what I was as long as possible before moving over to community.
Yeah.
So I so
Get a cheap SIM anywhere. You don't have to get the SIM with O2. This is just the way I was finding for you. You can get a cheap SIM anywhere. And you transfer the SIM if you want to keep the number to anybody at all.
okay. Okay, let me try and understand. If I Okay, let me try and understand. Are you saying that you can offer me the broadband and bring the broadband down to 22 pounds? And
if it's combined with the O2 SIM.
If it's
only if it's combined with the O2 SIM.
Yeah, but if I combine it with the O2 SIM, then it takes me over £30.
Takes you to 32.75. Yes, but that gives you as well.
Okay, but if I could get a SIM, not from O2 but from elsewhere, that would keep the price down, within this 28, this 27, some, kind of range. Would that not then be feasible? Then I could just still, swap the. I could still swap the number to that.
You can get any form of O2 SIM from O2. It doesn't have to be the £10 one that I'm offering you today.
Yeah, oh, okay. Oh, you're saying it has to be O2 SIM. Okay, I was talking about a different vendor because I think there are other SIM providers in my area which are offering less. They're offering packages which are lower in price than the O2.
We actually work together with O2, you see. Now, if you can find any deal with O2, which is a cheap deal with O2, these are only the deals I have available. You may find there is a deal for £5 or £6 with O2 if you speak to them directly. You can get a cheap deal with O2.
This is so complicated now.
And then call us back and give us a number for the phone that you've received. Then we could convert your package to a package.
This is really.
A boosted bundle.
This is really.
We'll find sorting that for you.
Okay, this is really so complicated. Okay, if I simply want to leave Virgin now, how much time would I have? Because it's so complicated now. I would really just rather go back to what I was on, and then I can take
obviously the mobile phone part.
This is too complex. I think this has just become so muddy. Okay, if I just want to leave Virgin, what's the process currently? With considering how modeled up all of this is now.
So you've got the right to cancel to pull out of this contract. So that's no problem. We can cancel this contract. Could revert your package to your previous package. That's no problem. But then it would be based on any previous contracts that you've got. Any cancellation will be based on the dates in your previous contract.
Okay, so if we cancel this current one, it will revert me back to what I was on before? Is that,
take it back to the previous contracts.
It will revert me back to the previous contract of 28. But you're saying that even if it reverts me back to the previous contract of 28, the free, the mobile wouldn't be included?
cancel reverts the package, but it doesn't bring back all brand new discounts for a new period of time.
What what exactly would that mean? So if I cancel the current package, okay, this is
You have the ability to roll back to your previous package. So I'd roll it back to whatever your previous package was. But it doesn't mean all your previous discounts would be restored if I do that. So this is where you're better off getting the best deal possible for myself right now. Or you stick with the deal you've got. That's £27.
Yeah, but the £27, because if I do it with, straight on the top of my head, if I went with the other vendor and I got it sent from a different vendor, I would actually be less than the £32. This is just such a mess. I really would like to raise a complaint about all of this. This is just, to be honest, I don't actually know what to do right now because it's such a mess. And my first, thought is basically just to leave Virgin. This is the second time that I've had this kind of incident with Virgin where I've been basically sold a package and something else has happened after. And that's the reason why I record all conversations with Virgin. And I really would like to raise a complaint about it, and I really would like to submit the recording of the conversation with the Virgin staff. I think it's really appalling. I mean, I've spent over an hour. I have spent almost an hour on that call also. It's just really bad service, bad customer service, and a really bad experience. And I do apologize if it seems as if I'm not trying to take it out on you, but it is just bad service, and right now I just feel like the cleanest thing is just to leave Virgin, to be honest. But I just need to check, the figures if I pick up these items separately from other vendors. But I would like to make an official complaint.
So that's something, if you want to raise a complaint, yes, file a complaint online. But this is the best resolution I can offer you on the call.
Okay. And if I simply want to cancel and leave Virgin without any penalties as a result of what what has happened now, what are my options and how much time do I have?
So we'd have to work out what the cancellation fee would be based on the contract from May last year.
Yes, but I also believe that there was a letter which was sent that Virgin's price was going to go up, and I believe that because of the potential price increase, I would have the option to cancel my contract. Or is that incorrect?
That would only have been over a certain period of time, and for most people that right to cancel period would have expired sometime in February.
Okay, in which case, I would...
You'll have a letter which will state the dates on that one, of course.
Would an e-copy of that have been sent to my Virgin account? Okay, I'll check that date. Okay.
Right.
Can I request?
Okay. Option would be that the O2 option.
I beg your pardon?
The best option I see would have been that O2 combination for you, but for now, really, the 27's your best. Stay on the 27th for now.
Yes, but the 27th, the whole reason for my calling in was so that I could, I wouldn't end up paying more for service, which at the end of the day now is what I would end up having to do. And what you're saying is that even if I ask for to be reverted back because I was missold a package, you can't necessarily revert me back to that package.
No, I can't.
That's just wrong.
Say I can revert your package back, but it will not revert the fact that the SIM is being cancelled.
Yeah, which then means that I'd have the contract back, but I wouldn't have the service that accompanies the contract. That would still be one and the same.
A right to cancel, if you check our details, it resolves your previous package back.
Yes, but the package is connected to the service, is it not?
So you would have exactly the same package that Virgin Media provides back.
Yes, and
you don't have the same discounts provided.
Yeah, but then if you say I would have the same package, but you're saying I wouldn't have it at the same price.
No.
So that means it's not reverted back, as at no fault of mine.
Well, that's something that's beyond our control. That's something that we do not revert back. Because whenever we set a discount, it runs for a period of 18 months. And if we revolved it back and gave you new discounts, they would also run for a fresh 18 months. So it's not something that we can offer. We never have offered.
Okay. So if I understand this correctly, as a result of a process which was conducted by not yourself but a previous person in offering me a contract to which I agreed and details of a package, now I don't have what was agreed to, and also Virgin Media cannot revert me back to both the package and the amount that I was previously on in terms of including services.
I can roll you back to the previous services, yes.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be at the same price, even though it was meant to be for a particular period of time. There seems to be, it's almost as if Virgin Media would not then wholly correct the fault that has been made.
But you need to refer to our terms on that one, of course.
So basically, it's like I end up having to go to Ofcom. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to and please understand, I'm trying to figure out why.
Absolutely, at the moment we have an O2 SIM. Even if you buy it externally, you don't have to buy it through us. Combine that with the offering that we've got there, that's £22.75. And then potentially you get a deal which is as close to what you are looking for, and you can transfer the number and you keep a SIM.
Yes, but collectively, I would still be paying now more.
So, but let's say you actually get a SIM with O2 for £6 per month. Then you're almost at the price that you're looking for, and you've got a SIM with O2, and you've still got your original deal.
So now the onus is on me to find a deal with O2 that would enable this. This is just now the onus of staying within the agreed package has been placed on myself. That's what it sounds as.
But these are the things that I can think of that may be a benefit to you to solve this problem.
And you're saying that even though this mistake has been as a result of... Pardon, sir?
Or if price is the issue, Well, no, I suppose that is the best route for you, which I've just said. There are simple things you can change, like you can move to e-billing. That would save you £1.75. So if we move you to electronic billing and you take the O2 SIM today, then it's only £31 per month.
Can I ask it? Considering the fact that this situation has arisen because of a mis-selling of a package to myself by Virgin, I should be able. You're saying that there is, I can't simply request to be disengaged without being penalized, and at the same time I can't revert back to previous because that's just not how.
This contract, yes, you have a right to cancel period on any contract you take, and you can pull out of this contract. But if you still have a previous contract which is active,
Yes.
then your previous contract would still remain valid.
Yes, and which but you've also said that that contract, Virgin would not be able to revert me back to the same detail of contract at the same price, accompanied with the discounts, even though the error was not mine.
Back in place on your package if we put you back on your previous package.
Sorry, sir? Can you say that again?
We would not be putting fresh discounts in place if we put you back on your previous package.
So, which means that I would then end up still being charged more to revert back to the previous package from which Virgin changed me.
Yes, yes.
Okay. I really do have to raise an official complaint about this. I think it's totally inappropriate. I must say.
It's the best I can offer you myself. So.
I think.
Okay.
So. Okay. How long do I have in order to either take a decision as to whether to obtain this SIM from? Beg pardon?
And on your current contract, you have until the 24th to cancel period.
The 24th of. Okay, 6 days.
Put this on the 10th. To be on the safe side, I would say the 23rd. Because I see it as the 10th as a start date.
It's just so. I should have just left for it. I should have just found a way to leave Virgin. 26. Okay. So I have on the 20 to the 26th. And if, let's assume that I do obtain this SIM, then how does that work? Do I then have to call in to have it joined? What would be the process? Let's assume that I was able to find an O2 SIM.
You can boost your package from either side. But the ideal way to sort things would be to call us, and then we'll sort you on the correct package. Otherwise, you'll have a boosted £27 package, and you will end up with a 500 broadband. You're better calling us, and we'll sort you on what you're looking for, which is a lower priced package. So once you've got your O2 SIM active, all we will need is the detail of your O2 number, and then we will sort that all out for you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for your time.
No problem.
You said that if I want to raise an official complaint, I have to. Well, what's the channel? I have to go online.
Yes, I mean we've done the most we can to help you today regarding our own complaints channel.
Yeah, I need to raise this much further. I think it's just fundamentally wrong in so many regards. Whether it's from an offer which was made, which was agreed, and which wasn't adhered to by Virgin, or whether it was, the ability to revert back to previous service as well as pricing. I think it's just fun, and I'm not necessarily blaming yourself as an individual, but I think as a principle from Virgin, it's just wrong. That at the end of the day, it would be the owners. Not to be able to revert back to something which was done wrongly by a Virgin staff is in itself wrong. Thirdly, that the onus would be placed on the customer, to potentially have to find a deal which would then allow his cost, to be within what was agreed with Virgin. It's just wrong on so many levels. But so you said that since I've exhausted the channel with yourself for complaints, is there a higher level within Virgin, or do I have to go to an external body?
So we've already used our own internal channels here.
Okay.
I've obviously been discussing that with higher levels as we've been on the call. But we've exhausted all the levels I can do my answer.
Okay. So you're saying that I would have to go outside of Virgin? Is that what you mean? Hello?
I was just saying that's the best that we would be able to do ourselves internally here today.
Okay.
All right.
So when you say you just said that's the best you'd be able to do internally today. So I just.
If you came back to me tomorrow and you said you've ordered an O2 SIM and this is the number you've got, and you've managed to get a SIM for £5,
okay.
But you want a cheap deal straight away, we get your price correct, and it all works out as the correct pricing for you then, doesn't it?
Okay, so you're basically saying that within Virgin, it can't be resolved further. Okay.
That's as far as we could resolve it ourselves today,
okay.
Yes.
Please, I would like it noted that I feel dissatisfied with the service on the account, and I do thank you.
That's no problem, sir.
All right. Horrible experience. The person said, he said, because the SIM he was seeing was £10, okay, and by the time he would add it, it would go up to around £32, okay, that if I can go and order, if I can get a SIM from O2, which is less, okay, then he can add that to it so that it's less than that 32, and that it comes back down, okay, to something like what I was paying, which was a 28. And I've ordered the SIM has arrived today, and I'm calling you now so that this can be done, and you're saying no, it can't. Can I speak to a manager or supervisor or something? This is just not, this level of frustration is too much.
Just bear waiting for a moment, okay? I'm just gonna put the call on hold. Hello?
Yes, hello?
Okay, so since my manager is still engaged in a call, here's what I can do for you. I'm just gonna file an agent feedback to that agent, so that agent will call you back, okay, after 24 to 48 hours, so that you can get the £22.75 that he's offering you.
I know that somebody's going to call me back.
Yes, they will call you back.
When?
After 24 to 48 hours.
And so, okay, what do I do with this SIM? Are you going to take the SIM details?
Yeah, just keep it since the previous agent told you to buy SIM. Then keep it so that you can get the Volt bundle. Because the Volt bundle is more cheaper than the Meg. Or the...
Sorry, what's... Say that again?
Okay, the Volt bundle is more cheaper than the Meg or M100 fiber broadband or something like that. Okay, since you have the SIM card, it will be double the speed. Okay, so just wait for the call back. I'm just gonna file an agent feedback. Okay?
Okay, but then how do I know when they'll call me? You just said 28 to 48 hours. It could be any time.
Yes. 24 to 48 hours anytime.
Yeah, but what if I could be in the tube? I could be underground in the. How will I call them back if they can't reach me?
They 2 3 times.
How,
Okay, if you can't answer them.
what did you say?
Then if you can't answer the call, then just call us back again. Okay, and tell that you can't answer the call. Or
But
you
if,
just missed the call.
excuse me, what's your name, please?
It's Jean.
Jean. Because this really is so frustrating. If the details are there, is there a reason why you can't complete this process?
Okay, I have a detail, but just the price. I don't have the package or how many Mbps is there. Just the price.
Okay, so what department is this?
We're from retentions.
So why would...
Okay, I'm gonna tell you again. From time to time, the discount changes. It's already 23rd of March, and you last called on 18. Okay, so I think the discount changes already on your account.
Because he said that I have to, I ordered the phone the same day, and I can't call in without the phone because you need the details of the phone. Is that not correct? To create the vote?
Yes.
So what would he want me? This is so. I'm really going to raise a complaint about this. This is what people have to go through. First, I was lied to, just so that I wouldn't leave. Then the service was taken away. Then you can't put me back on my old service without charging me more, and while I still won't have the line. And then Virgin then said, okay, go and get the SIM. Okay, because he couldn't see a SIM less than £10. Now I've gone and got the SIM. I've got a £6 SIM, which would make it easier for everybody, even though I don't want to stay with Virgin, but at least it would make it easier for everybody. And now you're telling me that even though he's made the notes there on the system, you can't affect the process.
Okay, because there is no bundle here, okay? No bank or no full package, just the price. And I don't know what volt is it, or the volt 100, or volt 200, or volt 350.
Did the person not indicate it there? Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh. She's hung up on me. Fantastic. She hung up on me.
So I can gain some clarity.
Yeah.
In regards to the deal that you have, or the deal that you are looking for, what is it?
So originally I was on M100, and I had a free mobile, which is the number I'm calling you on. And at the time I was going to leave because I had a better offer elsewhere, and what I was offered to try and retain me at the time was the M350 plus the mobile, the free mobile also, and at a price which would not cause what I was paying to rise above basically what it was. Okay, then which at the time was £28. Okay, and then what happened is the person who had made me, the retention officer who made me the offer, had made me that offer and then signed me on to a new 18 months contract. But what actually happened was he had apparently missold to me, and what happened was about a couple of days later I received an email saying that the line which the free line mobile was being disconnected, and I wouldn't have access to it. So, long story short, the last phone call which I had well, not the last one, the second to last one before today, earlier one was the retention officer. As a retention officer that I spoke with said he would create a vault. He would bring down the price of the broadband which I was on, the M350, down to £22, and then what would happen is he would try and get a bundle, an O2 vault. He would create an O2 vault. But when he looked for the O2 through the O2 offers, he said he found one which was £10. But I said, okay, that doesn't really seem appropriate, because if you add £10 to £22, I'd end up paying more than what I was paying previously. So he said if I could find a SIM which was like £6, and then come back to Virgin, and then inform whoever, inform Virgin what would happen is then they would add that in what's called, I believe it's called a vault, and then that would then keep it somewhere, around £28. I then managed to get, I ordered that evening or the previous day from O2 a £6 SIM contract for a year. I received it, but when I called back, I was then told by Virgin retention staff that I was told that they couldn't give me that offer, that the retention officer who stated the £22 didn't state which package he was going to give me, and that therefore a note would be sent to that retention officer, and that retention officer would call me back within 24 to 48 hours. I believe that was 5 or 6 days ago. He has not called me back at all. So that's why I've called back in today. I have the O2 SIM. I've already been billed already for the O2 SIM. So I'd like to know what Virgin intends to do. Are they going to create the vault and keep it at the price, or what exactly is happening?
Bear with me. The SIM that you bought,
yes,
so for the six. Hello?
Hello? Yes?
Thanks for waiting.
Thank you.
Hello? Thanks for waiting.
Yes.
I've got good news and bad news, to be honest. And yeah, if I'm honest, I've got good news and bad news, but essentially a plan of action for yourself, should you want to hear it.
Okay.
The bad news is the team that I need to put you through to isn't open on the weekends. They're open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. That's essentially the bad news. I'd rather I find out that and give you that news instead of me transfer you through to a line in which there's no one there, because that's pointless.
Okay.
The good news is essentially this situation can be sorted, but I'm going to honestly need you to get in contact with O2, ensure you get through to customer services, and or the O2 mobile team. They may be called the mobile team or the SIM team. For me, it's a number I press, but the name of their team is either one of the two.
It's called the mobile team, you said?
Yeah, the O2 mobile team or the SIM team. SIM.
SIM team. Okay.
And when you're through to them, I need you to talk to them and say you have unknowingly purchased a contract in which, or unknowingly purchased a contract or a SIM in which you cannot associate with the Virgin Media Vault Bundle, VOLT.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, and exactly as I said, because I'm trying to sort out the situation for yourself, to be honest with you. I think this is the best way to go through
You're saying that
information on how to sort this out on their side.
you're saying that the you're saying that the SIM which I've purchased, the O2 SIM,
Yeah,
can't be.
yeah, yeah. But what I can't say for sure is that the SIM card you have at the moment can be associated with the vault.
But
Because it, so
but
what I
okay,
yeah.
continue.
So what I'm proposing yourself to do is essentially go back to O2, tell them that you have been missold the SIM card, and get the SIM card, the correct SIM card, which can be associated with the Vault 350. Because on mine, the lowest that's available for us to associate with is 10 gig. On here, it looks like 5 gigabytes, but when there's a bulk bundle in place, it supercharges itself to 10 gig.
Yeah, but isn't that okay? I'm slightly confused because
I
I
get it.
because
It's
I
less confusing.
yeah because this is just gone complex to another level now because they didn't actually missell me. Okay, my understanding was that if I bought, I, I wasn't told that there were specific SIMs that O2 had that wouldn't work with the Vault. What I was
Exactly, and that information there is what I'd like you to give to O2 so that they can push you on the correct one.
okay. So
Because evidently it's not fair on your part, as I feel that you have, of course, been owing in this, but of course at this point now, you've realized this and essentially need to go to O2 and have them put you on the correct one, so that on our side, the Vault bundle can be switched over from your M3 to the Vault 350.
okay, the question I have is, but if you don't have, I haven't given you, you haven't asked for the um the 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 SIM the O2 mobile number in order to be able to confirm if it wouldn't work, because so I'm curious as to how you would be sure what you just said, that the SIM which I've ordered from them wouldn't actually work.
See, this facility here in which it gives us the opportunity to check this, it's not available to my team. But essentially, the people in which I was trying to transfer you through to, it would be available to them.
Okay, so is this not something which Virgin can attempt to check internally? I do understand that, you attempted to call the team, but is this not something that could be followed through from within Virgin itself at this point? Because this is just getting more complicated by the week each time I've attempted to follow the guideline which Virgin has given me. And it's gotten to a point now that it really is, I thought it was a mess before, but unfortunately, and I'm not necessarily blaming yourself, but now this is really becoming, it's becoming a bit outrageous, I must say, to be honest. Because now I need to go to I need to go to O2 and tell them that
Yeah.
they missold me a SIM, which they actually didn't missell me, because I simply went by the guideline that that I was given from Virgin, that if I can get a SIM from O2, if it's at around £6 a month, so that it could fit into, and I've done that, and I wasn't also told by Virgin that there was a specific type of contract that I necessarily need to order, and I've simply, you know, considering the fact that this issue had arisen from Virgin, I've tried to follow the instructions, gone out of my way, ordered this thing. Now it's here, and now I'm being told this.
So what I'm trying to do is help you in this situation, and as I've said, the area in which I'm able to check a number has the right SIM card is not available to me, because it's essentially a completely different team altogether from myself.
Okay.
But the team in which I need to talk you through to isn't open today.
Okay.
So in the meantime, I'm recommending essentially that you call O2 for
Okay.
them to check the number can be associated, or the SIM card that you're using, or the number can be associated with the full bundle.
Okay.
But I'm personally not able to check as much information on my side because that area of the system isn't available to me.
Okay. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I'm just wondering because, you know, when you first mentioned it, it seemed as if you had already confirmed that it wouldn't work because you said that I should call them and say that, you know, they have missold me a wrong SIM, which kind of implies that you've already aware or sure that the SIM I have is an incorrect SIM. That would be my take based on, you know, the suggestion that you had made. So I'm wondering, you know, or is it then, or is that incorrect? Because you asked me to tell them that they've sold me the wrong SIM and they should provide me the correct SIM, which would imply that you are aware that the SIM I have is incorrect.
Sir, if I'm honest, and no disrespect intended, I think you're overthinking it. Because essentially, I just honestly think it's best for yourself to go to O2 and check with them and the SIM card that you purchased from them, of course, that SIM card that you're using can be associated with the Vault bundle. But on my side, the lowest SIM card that's available I can see is 10 gig, but you've got the 5 gig, and that's the SIM card you've got. But of course, I would say check with them that same SIM card there can be associated with the Vault, it's like the Vault service or the Vault bundle that Virgin Media offer. Because I'm going to believe that this isn't going to be the first occurrence where this has happened. But on my side, for me to check the SIM card that you have, I'm not able to do that. That part of the system literally doesn't exist on my side.
Okay.
But it's not the first time I've come into contact with a customer who's had this issue.
Okay. So this is I can't believe this. Okay. So your suggestion is that okay, I should go back.
Essentially, honestly and truly, speak to O2, say to them as written here, or as I'm saying here, say, I purchased a SIM card specifically for the Vault bundle that Virgin Media offer in connection with your company. Can you help me ensure that the SIM card I have will work with the Vault bundle? Because personally, I don't see why it shouldn't, but I can't verify a number on my side because I don't have that facility on my system.
Okay, could I then not simply provide the number? You know, could I then simply not provide the number for Virgin to then verify that? Because the reason why I'm saying this is because when I was given the guidance by Virgin, I wasn't told that there was a specific bundle or not. So I should be able to simply give the number to Virgin and have them verify that because there is a relationship between the two of them. It sounds like I'm being, you know, I'm having to do the legwork. I'm having to do the legwork.
Sorry to stop you. Honestly, sorry to stop you. I get that completely, but as I'm saying, you've come through to the wrong team to deal with this sort of issue.
I've come through to the wrong team to deal with this retention issue.
That sort of. I understand that you would perceive it as a retention issue, but for me to check a SIM card, I'm not able to do that. I'm able to essentially provide the customers an ability to buy them, but I can't check them specifically. And for them to check it specifically, that is literally the Virgin Mobile team. Whereas we come to retentions, where we keep customers and sell products.
Yes, I'm sorry to interject. With all due respect, but I do understand that. But I believe it's as much as it's a different team, it is Virgin Media as an entity, and this whole issue actually should not have arisen. It should not have arisen in the first place, and it actually arose from a retention staff missile. But now I am being asked to basically contact the other organization, where I would have thought it would be more appropriate that Virgin Media, as an entity, irrespective of department, resolve this. Now it seems I'm being asked to then do this myself, even after I follow the guidance, and even though Virgin Media as an entity has the ability to confirm this, even if it's not your team. I feel like I shouldn't be the one to have to be doing this. It seems, and I do understand, I'm not necessarily, laying blame at yourself individually, but if Virgin has a team that is able to do it, and this whole issue has arisen from a Virgin retention staff, then I should be able to provide the number. This is similar to about a week ago when I was told that the retention officer who had made me the offer of the £22 and who had given me the guidance to obtain the Virgin, the O2 SIM, £6 O2 SIM, would give me a call back within 24 to 48 hours, and did not. And I've patiently waited for 6 days before calling in, and yet again I'm being asked to do the legwork. It does seem inappropriate. I should be able to provide the O2 number and then receive a call back from Virgin Media with regards to this.
And in all fairness, you're right to expect that to happen. You are well within the right. But honestly, the team that you need to speak to isn't open today. They're open Monday to Friday, and with today being a Saturday, essentially, in a sense, my arms are tied to the level of service I can actually provide you with this situation. Because in all fairness, in which point we would get in contact with that specific team for them to check that contact number.
Okay.
On behalf of yourself as a customer.
Okay. Could I then not provide that number to yourself as a member of the retention team, who, like you said, you attempted to do it today, but that team wasn't open, and then I provide yourself this number, and then I receive a call back, because I'm having to call different people. I'm spending hours and hours and hours on this. It should not be. I should be able to provide the SIM number, which I've obtained on, under guidance. I would appreciate if I could provide that number, and Virgin could, look into it and let me know, since I've done this on the guidance given by Virgin.
So then, let me take note of the number that you have. I'll place it onto your account. And then what I can do, I can send your account number to my management, and I will ask them what's the best next steps with your contact number to check the SIM card to see if it's possible that we can associate this same SIM or the same contact number with the default service. Because in my view, I don't see why it shouldn't be possible to do that.
Okay.
But of course, I want to get some clarification and a bit of supervisory support by doing this.